This is part 2 to a video that I done, how to attract women if you think you're ugly. So I'm not saying that anyone is ugly, I don't believe that, but it was actually quite a few guys that wrote into me several months ago and they called themselves ugly and said, you know, can you do a video on how to attract a woman and get a relationship if I'm ugly? And I did a video, it's pretty popular, I looked at it. And I've done a video years ago, right? So I'm going to share all the positive solutions I can in this video. If you're new to the channel and you're someone who wants to build more confidence in your life and you want to get over your insecurities and your social anxiety, hit that subscribe button. I put videos out regularly that will really help you, and watch this video to make a decision if you want to subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on my Instagram as well, where I give tips and advice on how you can become fearless and more confident. I've also got a new podcast show out called Become Fearless. You can check that out, where I interview people with great stories that can educate you, motivate you, inspire you, and give you the tools to take action. So let's get into this video, right? The first one was success part 2. So my personal opinion is, I don't look at dating in that way. I don't look at it and think, oh, you know, that guy, he's ugly, he can't get a woman. I don't call someone that. But obviously some people do it, and if you're calling yourself that. So the first thing that comes to mind is, right, and bearing in mind, if you don't know me, I used to be a professional dating and relationship coach. I coached and I got hundreds of men into long-term relationships. Some of them got married. Not saying all of them, not going to exaggerate, but a lot of guys got into a relationship. A lot of guys went on dates who didn't think they were good looking when they first came to me and they got my coaching. And I had insecurities going up. A lot of you probably don't know this. I used to think that I was ugly, and that was the reason why women wouldn't go out of me. And I had long years in my life where I couldn't even get a date, I couldn't even get a phone number. It was years. I used to go to nightclubs and I wouldn't get any girls looking at me. You know, a lot of friends had girlfriends. I felt embarrassed. I used to feel frustrated. What's wrong with me? I must be not good enough. And I thought it was down to the way that I looked. And what I did was I did a lot of self-development work on myself. I got into the whole self-improvement, self-development, personal development, all the same thing. And it was through that I started to discover what the problem was, the mistake that I made, and what the solution was. And the problem was, and I'm going to get to this in the video, tell you my story so I can help all of you. I wasn't a confident guy for many years. I had confidence issues. And a lot of it was around my anxiety with talking to women. I had a lot of social anxiety. I was very socially, I wouldn't say all the time, but I did get socially awkward around women, you know, and around people in general. And I wasn't a confident guy, you know, I didn't really believe in myself. So when I started to work on myself and I built that belief, and the way I built confidence is so simple. I went out and just faced my fears on a practical level. I faced so many of my fears in different areas of my life, not just with speaking to women. And then when I started to gain confidence, it was funny, women started to react better to me. I started to get good reactions, and then I finally got on a date, and then I went on several more dates. And when I went on several dates, that's really what got me over my insecurities with women. And then what really just totally done it was when I got a girlfriend and I was in a relationship, and she was really attractive, really pretty, you know. I'm not showing off, but a lot of guys wanted to date her, and she fell in love with me. And that's when I realized this was all in my head. Even though I felt like everyone was against me, and I really believed it was how I looked. And you know, my girlfriend even said at the start she wasn't attracted to my looks. I wasn't her, you know, exact type on paper. But what did attract her to me, attracted me to her was, she said, my personality, you know, how I made her feel, my confidence, and the fact she felt very comfortable around me, and she thought I was funny. I made her laugh. So that's got nothing to do with my looks. This is what she told me. I believe her. It was my personality, it was my confidence, it was how I made her feel. That's the solution. A lot of you guys haven't built your confidence up yet, and you're pinpointing the problem on something, and the easiest thing to point it is the shallow part. But I understand, look, I'm not having a go at you guys, I'm not against you, I'm not against anyone. I totally get where you come from. What I'm trying to say to you is, I used to be the way you are, and I changed it. I'm not like that no more. And I know there's some counter arguments. Guys will say to me, well, Johnny, look, you know, no, beautiful women only go for really good looking men. I can disprove that and say, of course there's going to be some women out there that are more gravitated to looks, but you can't paint everyone with the same brush. There's loads of women who do not just go out of a man based on him being good looking. And there's so many examples in the world. If you choose to ignore that, then you're just choosing to be ignorant. There's so many guys that are not good looking, what society would say, not from my point of view, maybe physically, however we deem it or term it, but they've got a beautiful girlfriend. Why is that? Because it's not solely about your looks, it's about your confidence. So we're talking about a confidence issue, and we're really being honest here. And if some guys don't want to see that, then I'm not even gonna spend my time trying to force them. I don't do that. That would be banging my head against a brick wall. But for those that are open and are willing to look at themselves and look within, which is what self-development is really about. Self-development, in my full understanding of it, please explain to me if I'm wrong in the box below. Self-development is about looking at yourself, what your issues are, what your fears are, and changing them for the better, and in doing so, finding out who you are as a person, being authentic, being yourself, finding a purpose in life, fulfilling that purpose, and living a happier life, and being a better person to others. So that's the self-development that I understand and practice. Being the better version of yourself, treating other people better, living your purpose or your passion, or just being happy in what you're doing. Doesn't need to be always like global success, to the extreme. Just enjoy, just being the best person in the work environment that you can be every day. That's what it's about. But yeah, it's challenging. I never lie to guys, never have done over the years, and say that, oh, it's going to be easy for you to change these issues and get a girlfriend. No, it's going to be the hardest thing that you've ever done. For me to be where I am now, telling my story and the changes that I had to make and the things that I had to go through to be the person I am today and to get the results I wanted in the past, in the future, in the now, it has been hell and back, emotionally. It's been really frightening at times. There's been a lot of pain and heartache and failure, but it's been amazing highs, a lot of loving experiences, positives, living a dream, really, meeting amazing people. So I don't sugarcoat on my videos. You get the truth from me. I don't get any benefit. Out of telling lies, because I'm not selling anything in this video. As we stand right now, I'm not even working due to this pandemic. So I'm not working at the moment. I'm not selling anything in this. I'm not trying to sell you an ebook or a high ticket program or anything like that. And if I was, I wouldn't apologize for it. I would be true to what I'm doing. So I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I enjoy helping. It's something I'm good at, and I really want to help the people that want the help and value it. And for those that don't and are going to get upset, then that's your problem, not mine, because I'm not forcing you on my video. I'm not running up to you, preaching you, telling you you should change. I don't do that. I never try and change someone who doesn't want to change. As a matter of fact, I don't try and change anyone. I just put the advice out, and if people want to apply it and get great results, which so many of you have, then that's brilliant, right? So we're gonna go through some ways in which you can build your confidence, right? So that was my story, and like I said, I work with so many guys. I've got such a good perspective because I've come from a place of insecurity, of thinking that I'm ugly, right? I've overcome that insecurity, addressed it, got a girlfriend, had success with women. Then for many years I was a relationship and dating expert, worked with loads of guys, got them in honest long-term relationships. So I've got the perspective from both sides. I can relate to how the guys are feeling. And obviously if you watch stuff on the media, which I don't watch it, it's not honest, then you're gonna start believing, yeah, it's about looks, yeah, it's just about money, yeah, it's about being a celebrity, yeah, it's that. You have to really realize that there is a world beyond that surface of negativity, of drama, of shallowness. I'm not a shallow person, and I know a lot of you are not, which is why you've gravitated towards my channel. So for me, honesty is a big factor in this. The communication skills, because if you're not being honest with women and you start playing those games, which a lot of guys will do because they've been advised by other people, platforms, teachers, then you're going to cause a lot of problems for yourself, right? But that's another subject. I've covered that in videos about honest relationships and stuff. And so how can a guy do this? We're going to go through a little bit of a checklist. Number one is, which is a separate matter, but you may misinterpret it, you definitely want to improve your dress sense. Now, that's not the same as your looks. Your physical looks you can't change, right? Unless you wanted to have plastic surgery, I wouldn't advise that, but it's your choice. You can change your dress sense. If you dress scruffy and you don't look smart, then of course women are going to judge you on that. The same way that you judge women on how they dress, or you judge anyone. So first impressions are lasting. So you don't have to wear a suit every single day. Like, I like dressing smart sometimes, but just looking smart in what you're wearing. Whatever you're wearing, it be clean, ironed, and it fits your personality. Very, very important, because the eye picks up straight away on, on the clothes that you're wearing. So work on that. And the easiest way to do that, which I've always done, is common sense. You don't have to pay any money. I just go into any high street store, where they sell fashionable clothes. The lower end ones, higher end, but it doesn't really matter. I just ask the person there, can you help me to pick an outfit out? Or does this shirt match? Does it work with my look, my complexion, my eye colour? And they'll help you with that. They'll pick out an item of clothing that suits you individually. So you've got to be an individual. And then after you get a bit more practice, you start getting a little bit more intuitive about fashion, about colours, about what fit do you want to wear. Do you want to wear a slim fit, a skinny fit? Do you want to wear a medium fit, a baggier fit? Whatever works for you. That's that one done. Next one, communication skills. Learning how to communicate in a way that's honest, that's positive, that's authentic, that's engaging. It comes through practicing. Watch a lot of my videos, and this is where you have to get over your social anxiety. You have to socialize more, not just with women, with people in general. So when you're talking to women, you're communicating from a place of honesty and confidence. You've got good eye contact, you're projecting your voice, you're expressing yourself in a confident, assertive, powerful, but obviously non-threatening, respectful way, which will be attractive to women, which will be attractive to people in general. Yeah, so that comes with the practice, and you'll also get better at your listening skills. So I know for me, years ago, I didn't have good listening skills, because I was always thinking about what I wanted to say and to get approval from people and to show off and all that kind of stuff. As I got older, I started to realise some of these character flaws that I had, or some of the social skills that were lacking. So I started to practice it and learn from great communicators like Les Brown, or many of my friends and other people I saw on YouTube and people that I met. So listening skills important. Women, we generalize sometimes. We say women, love a guy who can listen. That's true, but people love a guy who can listen. I love a woman who can listen. I'd like a person that can listen. So you start getting more attentive, more intuitive, and more socially aware when you're talking to someone, so you can build a better connection. When you can build a good connection with a woman, it's going to override how your nose looks, how your face looks, your eyes, and all the shallow stuff that a lot of you are tending to gravitate to. So it comes with practice, and honesty is important. Respecting women when you're talking to women, respecting yourself, and enjoying it, being positive, smiling, laughing, showing your personality. So that's the second part. The third part is the more deeper, meaningful, well, it's all meaningful, but even more meaningful is your purpose in your life. I know loads of teachers say it. I've been saying it since 2012. Every man's got a talent, as every woman's got a talent. Every man's got a purpose in his life, as every woman's got a purpose. And I'm not going to generalize, but a lot of women have told me, and I learn as well from relationship coaches that are women. They say a man is more attractive to a woman when he's on his purpose, which has got nothing to do with his looks. This is a separate matter. So a lot of guys I find who complain about not getting any success with women and blaming it because of their looks, they don't have a purpose in their life. I mean, they have got one, but they haven't located it, they haven't found it, they're not practicing it. So you've got to figure that out. I can't do that for you. I mean, I can do it, I might probe it, I might remind you through me teaching and inspiring you, but get a piece of paper, sit down over an evening and start writing down ideas. at least write down. My mentor taught me this, Jeff. When I was working with him, he said, well, if you don't know what it is you want to do, write down what you don't want to do. At least figure out what is it you don't, because once you find out what you don't want to do in life, it won't be that far away as to you finding what you do want to do. So when you are doing and living your purpose, you become very, very attractive. And again, not just towards women, you're more of an attractive person on the marketplace in general. So you've got a great talent, don't let it go to waste. So that would be the third one. So I've gone through the three, right? The fashion and style, the confidence and communication and social skills. Then the third one is your purpose in life, which is, you can't even understand how important that is. Now I'm going to go on to a fourth one, which connects with the purpose, number three, but it's a bit separate. The way you treat others makes a massive difference. Obviously, if you're negative towards other people and you're always hateful and negative, that's going to make you less attractive to women. So if you have a better attitude towards people, you've got good manners, you respect people, you treat everyone on an individual basis, you know, you're open-minded, you have respect for other people, man, you become so much more of an attractive person, right? That's number four. Number five, so important, the gym. I'm going to be straight, I'm not going to beat around the bush, right? Not that I have in this video. Guys that work out more regularly look physically, come across more attractive than guys who don't work out at all and just don't have a healthier lifestyle. And I've done both. I'm speaking from experience. I've gone through periods where I didn't work out for long periods of time, and I saw the negative effects in it. I didn't look as good. I didn't look as healthy and as energized and as fit, and my whole energy wasn't as good. When I worked out regularly, I was fit, I was sharp, my mind was on it. My communication was good, I was more present, my body language was more open. So body language is very important, by the way, and that improves of all the things I'm sharing. So working out regularly, you don't have to work out every day, we don't have to go to extremes. I would say at least twice a week. If you exercise 2 times a week, that's that's like 8 times a month, times that by a year, work it out. I've got my calculator for that one. So you're working out regularly, you become more attractive, you look fitter. Some people might have to lose weight to look at their optimal best, or you might have to put on some weight, put on some muscle, whatever it is, right? Again, we can't generalize, everyone's an individual, but the principles work for everyone. So those 5 main things are what I did, how you do it. I can't think of anything else. There might be a few more things, they're the main 5, like the first one, the fashion and style. Number 2, the confidence, excuse me, and communication skills. Number 3, your purpose. Number 4, the way you treat others. Number 5, your fitness, your training, and all that stuff. And if you can think of any more, guys and girls, let me know in the box below. But these are all the things that I did to eradicate that. And obviously, some people will get a therapist. I'm really a person who thinks getting help is a very good thing if you need it, right? Not everyone needs therapy, but some people can really benefit from it, or getting a confidence coach. So these are the ways in which you do it, and you disprove that it's not solely about looks, it's a confidence issue. Don't neglect confidence. Don't underestimate how powerful confidence is. That confidence and personality and charisma and character can override or can outshine someone who society, not me, I don't say it, would say, oh, they're not physically attractive. It will make you more attractive because of the energy and the way you can make a person feel, woman feel. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want me to do another video on this subject, let me know in the box below, and I'll see you next one, alright? Become fearless.